MLB The Show decided to drop a little bit of an update to get us ready for Season 3. Now, ultimately, this update kind of puts the, I don't know, is a bow on Season 2 appropriate? I don't know. But I did want to cover it. I was debating whether I wanted to cover it or not. I ultimately decided, hey, let's do it. Let's get something out there. It'll be quick, simple. We'll do an in-depth video a little bit later to kind of break everything down. But here's ultimately just sort of looking for it and all that stuff. And then we'll share some opinions and stuff as we go along here. So let's just get into it and see what we can see. All right, so starting off from the beginning here, this is a dev blog. This came out on the 15th, so if you're seeing this a day or so later, I'll leave a link down to it in the description. But here's what we got so far. So prepare for Season 3. What to expect on August 29th. Earn XP reward path bosses earlier than ever in 2 6-week XP reward paths. Season 3.1 XP 299 bosses. Season 3.2 XP 3 more bosses. And then a head start for 60k on day 1. And then 3 wildcard slots plus Ernie Banks. And then Team Infinity starts with 3095 overalls. So breaking this down, this is sort of like the overarching thing. It looks like they are sort of splitting up content to a certain degree. I've talked about this before, how I think that kind of works a little bit better to a certain degree, because then it feels like you're playing for something and you're not reaching a point of stopping and all that. I was watching a video earlier where they were saying like they didn't care much for it because it goes away. I don't think it'll even necessarily go away. It might just be like, I've talked about segmenting content where it's sort of like, boop, here's week 1, boop, here's week 2. Kind of like what they did for ranked seasons. Other games do this where it's just they split it up. It's just sort of like, hey, part 1, part 2. If you didn't finish part 1, don't worry about it. It continues on to part 2. I'm going to be under that impression and that assumption that's what's going to happen here. We'll have to wait and see. But that's just my mental interpretation of this. And all that stuff. Head start guide, we'll get to that in a second. And then, of course, Ernie Banks. Now, so it's going to be arriving there. We talked about that. So high overall is a good thing. They're listening to Season 3 starting with 95s and over, which is good. Team Infinity is going to be filled with 95s. Ranks World Series will have 97s, which is good. I wish they sort of split the difference with Season 2, which is good. And then they talk about postseason, which I think is really the biggest reason is they want postseason cards to be quality, good cards, not subpar stuff. They kind of want those to be the 99s and all that stuff as it goes deeper into October. So this makes sense where it's going to be there. So we'll kind of see. So it says, talks about 2 XP reward path. We've seen a lot of feedback around the XP reward path throughout MLB The Show 24. In the current Season 2, we made strides to make the grind shorter, allow XP reward boss paths to be more accessible. Season 3, we're making it even bigger changes to dial it up. Season 3 will feature 2 separate and shorter XP reward paths lasting 6 weeks each. Each XP path is 3,500 XP long, which means you'll be unlocking the boss rewards much quicker than in past seasons. The first XP reward path will feature 299 overall Hall of Fame bosses, but there are also other rewards along the way. Here are some that you can find in 3.1's reward path. 95 at 20k, 97 at 90, first overall boss at 160, and the second boss at 350. Keep in mind the 3.1 reward path will expire in 6 weeks to make room for 3.2. It will come loaded with 3 new overall 99 bosses of similar structure. Now this right here is, I think, is what I've seen people talk about, is this idea. I'm kind of in the same boat that I kind of wish they just said, hey, if you weren't finished with it, it'll just continue on. It's just a continuation. I'm not sure what they mean it gonna make room. I remember them briefly talking about this prior with some of the old stuff for Season 1, that it was like a weird data issue that they couldn't combine the two. I don't know if this will change. We will see, because I'm sure once we get closer and we'll see how this thing goes. If it's really that quick, it doesn't matter. It's how inning programs were, so it might just be that style again. But for the most part, with us sort of having this unlimited sort of output of stuff, I can see where there would be a possible sort of like, well, that's not the way it used to be, which could be possible. But again, if we once we get closer to this, we can kind of see how this goes out. For now, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. And they say this improve your squad. Gameplay and XP changes for double XP. The launch season 3, you'll get in the fast track to the 99s. They'll be launching over the holiday weekend in addition, which is Labor Day here in the States. Season 3 throughout the rest of, season 2 will be doubled from 15k to 30k. This I haven't hit it yet, but I know there's some sweats and guys who are crack addicts who play it more. I don't care. To me, this is dumb because if you're gonna play, you're gonna play. I think you should just leave it. Just throwing that one out there. All right, what I can do now to prepare for season 3. Talks about core Ernie Banks earning 35 action figures and completing the action figure collection. You can obtain Ernie Banks. By the way, with the new stuff that just came out and based on what we're gonna get tomorrow, which is another one, you're only gonna have to buy 2 action figure cards. And from what this will be going up right after I record this, it looks like there's a flash sale. So if you have some stubs, might be a good time to possibly buy, but we'll sort of see how things go in the market to get some of those lower overall cards to help you out there. Because right now it looks like you're going to have to buy at least 2, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but we'll kind of see. They might throw something out there. We don't know. So it talks about getting that. In addition, Moonshot Onyx 16th, there'll be exactly 35. Oh, there you go. With the addition of the Moonshot program, there'll be exactly 35 figure players that you can solely earn through gameplay. So this means this card now is going to be totally, absolutely free if you finish Team Affinity. So now that should be just the main goal. Grind it out the rest of the way. That should be your main focus. It'll be my main focus here as well to earn this. So that's interesting. And I'm really enjoying that they said there's exactly 35 players that you can solely earn from gameplay. So that means we are going to get another one. Because we got 2 from, so there's 3, there's another one, there's 2 more coming somewhere. So I guess they're putting more in that program, unless they're going to count the event. But I don't think that, because that would be gone. And then talks about this and all this stuff. So they're saying you can earn all these for free, get this free core card, which is good. Okay, so now let's get to the stuff that you can do. Completing certain areas of Season 2 content will grant you head start rewards for Season 3, giving you a head start on day 1. And then it talks about what you need to do to complete here. Here is all of them. Complete Adrian Beltre Hall of Fame program. Complete the Moments of Glory program. Unlock All-Star Paul Skeens through the All-Star Week collection. That's 55 cards. Unlock Lightning Ward's Bretton Doyle, and unlock action figure Max Scherzer by collecting 20 figures on your way to Court Ernie Banks. I would say just complete it. I'm at halfway, and we got about another, week or so. We got about a week. This is tomorrow. We got about a week or so, because this comes out the 23rd, right? So we got about a week. To get this on the 29th. So the 29th, we have about 2 weeks from today. So I think there's plenty of time to get this stuff done to knock the stuff out. So if you're a little behind, I wouldn't worry too much. I think there'll be plenty of chances. 20 action figures, and then talks about completing these individual tasks will provide rewards, but completing all 5 tasks will earn you 60k on day 1. The shoot and XP report, they only need 100k away from your first XP reward path boss, which is huge. So I would say, make sure you get this done. Really sort of focus on getting that done. Unless you're like really focused on something else, I would say like take the time and really focus on getting that stuff done. Team Affinity will return with a new card series. A new season means a new season means a new chapter of Team Affinity, and we got a strong set of players dropping in Team Affinity Season 3.1. In a brand new card series, look out for an all-fan favorites such as Randy Johnson, Mariano Rivera, and a mix of current players among the 30 teams. Here's one more change coming. Season 3 of Team Affinity programs will not have in-season requirements. Mix and match in season and out-of-season teams to earn XP progress. Read ahead to find out which Diamond Dynasty modes have an increased all-out flexibility. So here's like part of the card, and they said we wish we could show you more of this card, but you just have to wait. So I don't know what this series is going to be. It's brand new. It's half of a card, so hey, we know there's something at least halfway decent in the water, I guess. Possibly. Who knows? It says important starting at higher XP curve in Season 3. There'll be 2 Team Affinity chapters released this season, dropping alongside the 2 XP reward paths. So they're going to be 6 weeks long instead of 4 weeks long. So there's 2, not 3. Just so everyone knows. Understanding the wild card. So wild card slots, yeah, we all know. So here's how you're going to lock them. It's going to be 3 players, so you'll get 1 day one more than likely. Collect 15 to get 2. So if you're really grinding, you'll probably get 2, and then 3 and then 50 for the third one. And it says they will not carry over, and the max is going to be 3. So they'll give you a 4th one a little bit later. And then breaking down the seasonal restrictions in Season 3. Sort of looking here, you see here ranked solo. Ranked solo is going to be core in Season 3. Ranked co-op, basically. Really, the only difference here is ranked. So ranked seasons is going to be core in Season 3. Events will have specific criteria. Same with Conquest, but it really is just core. Realistically, I think ultimately, if we're going to do this, I'd rather them just say it's only going to be in ranked play that you have to worry about this. Everything else, to me, should be fair game. But we'll kind of see. I think this one's very, very soft because it's just how it works. But we'll kind of see. And then it talks about what will happen to my Season 1 players. They remain in your inventory. And remember, Season 3 is going to be Season 4 because Season 4 has no restrictions. So Season 3 cards are basically core cards. So anything you're going to get there, you can use the rest of the way, which is good. And then we talk about looking forward to what's ahead throughout. You get a Roberto Clemente celebration. And then October, we talked about postseason programs and stuff. Oh, and it looks like they're teasing good old-fashioned extreme program again. Yay. I didn't really do it last year. I tried to do this, and it was just a pain in the ass. I assume it's going to be the same way. I am one of those people. I don't really care for it, but we'll kind of see. If the rewards are good, we might torture ourselves at least a little bit for everyone's amusement. We'll kind of see. But that's everything, and it is what it is. And we'll kind of see how things go as we kind of go along here, but I think there's some good stuff along the way. Again, realistically, them just sort of laying out this roadmap's always nice, because it was something I was kind of wondering what they were going to do. Were we going to be in a spot where we kind of were last year? I guess this kind of means there's going to be no sort of like real big catch-up program unless they change something tomorrow. We'll keep an eye out for that, but it sort of feels like they're kind of just saying, hey, just get to this point. Where it wasn't like last year or last season where you had to reach like CC Sabathia, where this time it was Paul Skeens, and I think you should have enough to get there. It was 55 cards. You can get 12 for free plus 30 is 42. You can get another handful. So I think you should be okay there. I haven't bought any, and I'm like, I got to Shohei Ohtani, which was like 70. So you should be okay there on that front for the most part. I think I'm probably wrong, but you should be okay there. So realistically, I think it's a decent enough update. We'll kind of look to see what happens. Let me know. Did you like it? Is there stuff you wish they did differently? Do you think they are a little too harsh on like the restrictions at this point? Let me know down below. We've had a busy week of uploads, so we'll have another one tomorrow on Friday because 4 out of 5 and all that fun stuff. I don't think I recorded Thursday. 3 straight days. We're gonna have 4 videos and 5. I don't know anymore. Alrighty. Well, have yourself a good one. My name is Specs. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for the Moonshot event program right here. See you guys all in the next one.